On the last stream we tried to print polycarbonate PC275 from Spectrum Filaments on Anycubic KOBRA X, which is a bed slinger. One of you on the stream asked if PC shouldn't be printed in enclosed chamber. Well, for the big parts, yes. For the small parts, not necessarily. But here is the funny thing, we can use the oldest trick in the book in 3D printing history to print PC275 on the bed slinger with success. High temperature filaments are known to be warping. Our compound for PC275 is specially made to reduce warping even on a bed slinger like this one. I have both filaments from the last stream, so we have a transparent red and traffic white PC275. On the first try, unfortunately, without any adhesion tricks, we had a fail. So we have a big blob on the 3D model and, well, it's warped, so it just fell off the build plate, even when the temperature was 100 degrees Celsius. The next one was with the brim. Well, it did print successfully, but if you look closely at the brim that was with the 0mm distance from the model and has at least 10mm wide brim on the outside, you can see small difference in the color of the brim near the 3D model. It means that the 3D model is already warping and it's lifting. So when you're gonna remove the brim and you're gonna put the model on the flat surface, you're gonna see that it's a little bit rocking on the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. It means it just warped all over the place and the top surface doesn't look very good. You can clearly see over extrusion, under extrusion, so it means that it's not flat. And then we used the oldest trick in the 3D printing history and we used the raft. It's almost forgotten because we don't need to use raft anymore on the most prints. But as you can see on the PC275 and maybe nylon or maybe ABS, you should use raft because you have this small difference in the first layer. Warping occurs when we have too much layers, too much lines in one spot and the whole material is just starts to shrink and it's pulling all the layers with it. And then we have this weird distortion. And the raft is reducing it by putting small lines with the big spaces between, so there's no so much material to start warping. All the free space between the lines and the layers will make this filament just have enough time to cool down, and then we can put our proper model on the, for example, 3 layers of the raft. It works a little bit like supports but on a flat surface. And magically, it's not so hard to remove the raft, but we unfortunately don't have this perfect first layer, the look of the first layer. But it doesn't rock, it doesn't move so much, so it's flat. And the top layer looks much better. So using raft on this one will be a very good idea. And what about the 3 supports and printing vertically or tilted 45 degrees? Well, I tried that on this small part that's supposed to be printed flat and it was almost impossible to remove the supports, the 3 supports from underneath, because polycarbonate, it sticks so good, the layer adhesion to itself, it's so good that you need to cut it down or grind it because it's not gonna take off, even with the 0.2mm distance in a 0.2mm layer height. So yeah, this doesn't work. And what about these super flat big parts? Yeah, I did print this on the bed slinger, so open chamber, and the nozzle temperature maybe was too high. When you print this small cover, you can already see the top layer, it's not good, it doesn't look good. It means that it was warping, and you can even see around the model when you had the brim that it was lifting. So maybe even it's not that easy to see if it's rocking on the left, right side and the front and the back, but you know that it's not okay. So you can change the alignment of our 3D model and print it vertically. We have some supports in the back and the front for the overhangs, and the layer and the walls, they are looking just okay, they look good, they don't have this over and under extrusion on the sides, so more or less it's looking good. And even the hole for the bearing, it fits correctly, so everything is working here and it looks much better. Unfortunately, there is a small trade-off, because vertically it's gonna print a lot slower, because you have much more layers and you cannot go as fast. But yeah, you want to have like 3D printed part ready in a longer time, or just, you know, had an ugly part. And then in the end, when you have a very small part like this small gear, maybe you should have a raft, because the brim will be not enough and you don't want to remove the brim from the first layer. Additionally, when you print something that small, especially if it's a gear, you don't want to have this elephant foot effect on the first layer, because then it's not gonna fit to the other gear. So using raft will help you a lot. The elephant foot is sacrificed in the first layer of raft. Then you have 2 layers of raft just to prevent warping, and still the same raft will help you to get better bed adhesion, so your small part will not fall off the printer, the build plate. So I think we should all learn a little bit from the raft. I will test it out on different materials, so we will see if it's really true that the raft helps a lot or just a little bit. I hope you learned something today, and I hope maybe you can try our PC275 compound for your 3D printing. I have a plan to build something cool from these parts, so stay tuned, subscribe, like, and you can leave also a comment if you like. Remember to use code SpectrumYT10 in our web shop to get 10% discount of everything. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.